Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I went ahead and created this makeup look using only drugstore products. And I actually really love how this makeup look came out, and I think it's pretty full coverage for being only drugstore, nothing but, you know, LA Girl, NYX, Elf, just brands that you can find at the drugstore at Walmart, CVS. And I really love how the makeup look came out. If you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. So to start off, I am filling in my brows using the Brow Bestie by LA Girl Cosmetics, and I'm using the shade medium brown, and I'm pretty much just following like where my hair grows and any patchiness, kind of just filling it in. And I'm using the spoolie to brush the product out and kind of just brush my brow hairs upwards. Next, I'm taking my yellow corrector from LA Girl, and I'm going to use this to clean around my brows just so that they can look nice and clean. To blend out the concealer, I'm just going to use my beauty blender. So I'm using the same yellow corrector to kind of just prep my eyes for the eyeshadow, and I'm also going to be blending that out using my beauty blender. For eyeshadow, I'm using the Get Feverish eyeshadow palette by LA Girl, and this palette doesn't have names for their eyeshadows. They just actually have them named by numbers 1 through 12 on the packaging. So the shade I'm applying on my crease is shade number 4, and I'm kind of just packing and blending it on. Now I'm going in with an orangey shade, and this shade is the shade number 5 from the same palette, and I'm pretty much just blending this above the previous color. Now I'm taking the same brush that I used to apply the first color, and I'm kind of just bringing some of that first color back in and blending the two colors together. Next, I'm taking a nude shade, and this palette doesn't have a nude shade, but you can get a nude shade from any palette, and I'm kind of just blending this at the top of my makeup look. And now I'm cutting my crease using the same concealer that I used in the beginning of this video, and I'm just using this to give myself a nice cut crease. So on my crease, I am applying the shade number 9 from the same palette. And honestly, when I began this look, I did not know where I was going with this look. I didn't really know what I had in mind, so I was kind of just going with the flow. Next, I'm packing the shade number 3 from the same palette, and I'm pretty much just putting this shimmery shade on the inner corner of my cut crease. Like I said, guys, when I started this look, I didn't really have anything in mind, and so far it's been a really simple look. Next, I'm going in with my Elf liquid liner, and this is in the color Jet Black, and I'm using this to give myself a nice long sharp black wing. And honestly, I highly recommend, if you're gonna do like an eyeshadow makeup look or like a wing liner makeup look, that you definitely slap on some tape on your face to get that clean, nice sharp wing. On my lashes, I'm using the Telescopic mascara by Loreal. So I'm gonna start off by prepping my face using the LA Girl Pro Prep HD color correcting face primer, and it's actually gonna be my first time trying this one out. I'm barely taking off the wrapper right now. I had the choice of the green one, the beige one, and this one, and honestly I don't even know what's the difference, but I went ahead and got it's like a pinkish, and yes, the primer is also pink, and I got it in this shade because I just felt like it'll help to color correct, since it says it's also a color corrector. And I'm kind of just gonna dab that much and kind of just rub it into my face. It almost feels like sunscreen. Well, I mean, it is supposed to be like a barrier between like your face and the foundation. And I'm just gonna add some on my forehead and more across my face. And I'm actually been breaking out like all around my mouth. I think because of my face mask, maybe I sweat, and maybe my makeup. And I try not to wear that much makeup under my face mask, but I still break out. So now that my face is prepped, I'm gonna go in with my Instant Age Rewind Eraser from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Sand 122. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this on my under eye to kind of just brighten it up. Kind of just using this as a color corrector on top of the primer. Just in the areas where I feel like I needed a little bit more, like a little more coverage. To blend it out, I'm just gonna use my beauty blender, and I like to spray my beauty blender using the LA Girl setting spray. This is the one I use, and I actually really like this setting spray. As you've seen, it kind of just does a really nice mist and does a job, honestly. I kind of always like to dump my beauty blender before I blend any of my like foundation or like concealer, any liquids pretty much on my face. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm going in using the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. This is in the shade Medium Beige, and mine looks all used up because this is actually my go-to foundation right now. It's just, you know, it's just very full coverage, and I don't know, I've just been using it. And I really do like it. For the price, it's actually really full coverage, and it does the job for me. Now I'm going in using the LA Girl Pro Concealer or Pro Yellow Corrector, and I'm just gonna apply this pretty much in the areas where I would like to highlight. So underneath my eyes, a little on my forehead, some right here, and on my chin. Now that that's blended out, I'm gonna go ahead and use another LA Girl product, and this is pretty much the same concealer, except this is in the shade Cool Tan, and I'm gonna use this one to pretty much just contour my face. And I like to just add some right here, like on any shadow of the face, and some right here. And just a little bit more on my cheeks. And once again, spray, because I just like to make sure that it's nice and damp, and go ahead and blend. So I actually do not own a drugstore blush, so I'm actually going to use one of the eyeshadows from the palette I used on my eyes today. because it is a drugstore palette, and I'm just gonna pretty much get one of those shades and apply that onto my cheeks and call it a blush, you know. So I'm actually gonna take the same shade that I used on my eyes earlier, which is this one, and just go in. So for lashes, I'm just gonna apply these Salon Perfect lashes, and these are the style 661. This is what they look like. Now that my lashes are in, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my lower bottom eye makeup, and I'm pretty much using the same shades on my lower lid. So for highlight, I will be using the butter highlighter in Champagne from Physicians Formula, or Physicians. I'm not sure how you say it, but pretty much this one in the shade Champagne. And I'm just gonna highlight, you know, the areas that people highlight, like right here. So for lipstick, I'm taking my matte lip liner from NYX, and this is in the shade Brunch Me, and I'm just gonna lip line my lips. And I'm taking the same shade Brunch Me from NYX. This is the lipstick, and I'm pretty much just gonna apply this on my lips. This is my first time actually using this lipstick. I actually barely bought it yesterday, and it actually feels really good. It feels really creamy. It's definitely a little bit lighter than what I thought. I thought it was gonna be like the shade of the heart. If you could tell, it's definitely not the same shade. And it does look like it's the same shade, like, well, not really actually, but it kind of did at the store, so you know, I guess it's my mistake. It does look really light on me, but I guess it's good for like a summer, or like a summer vibe makeup look. I kind of wanted this more fall tone. I feel like the eyes definitely are fall tone. I'll be posting pretty much this makeup look, well, the eye makeup look, on my IG if you guys want to check that out. That pretty much completes this makeup look. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for future content, and thank you guys so much for watching.